Concern over the impact of social media on kids led to a massive lawsuit against Meta.
That's right. California and 32 other states' attorneys general accuse the parent company of Facebook and Instagram of using features that can ultimately be harmful to children. In case Area 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala joins us now with today's action. What happened, Ash?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of state leaders are getting involved in this. California, New York, Colorado, and dozens of other states say Meta is harming the mental health of young people across the country. The attorneys general filed this lawsuit in federal court in California today. Now, they say the company knowingly designed and used features on Instagram and Facebook that addict children to its platform. The group also claims Meta collects data on children under the age of 13 years old without parental consent. That's a violation of federal law. 33 states total are involved in this federal lawsuit. 9 others plan to file lawsuits in their respective state courts, meaning 42 states total are taking legal aim at the company for what they say is leading children into depression and other mental health issues.
As if being young isn't hard enough. Meta knows all of this and more, and yet has decided to disregard these serious dangers to promote their products and prominence to make a profit. Not only did they disregard the danger, they lied about it. They lied to users, to parents, to all of us.
In a statement, Meta says it shares the Attorney General's commitment to providing teens with safe, positive experiences online and have already introduced over 30 tools to support teens and their families. It went on to say, "We're disappointed that instead of working productively with companies across the industry to create clear, age-appropriate standards for the many apps teens use, the attorneys general have chosen this path." Now, the attorneys general who made the announcement today acknowledged this court action will take time before any conclusion is reached. For some California context, though, for the last 2 years, some state lawmakers have tried to pass a law to prohibit social media companies from using this kind of technology that addicts children, but those efforts have now been blocked in back-to-back years in the state Senate, specifically the Appropriations Committee there.
Okay, so why just Meta? What about other social media companies? What about Snapchat? Because I have teens and that's pretty much all they use.
Right, Snapchat, TikTok, really any social media company at this point could, and I will say the Attorney General involved in today's press conference did acknowledge that there are other investigations that are ongoing into other platforms. In California, Attorney General Rob Bonta said that includes TikTok. Now, one of the attorneys general noted these social media companies are huge. There has to be some sort of order in how they're approaching each one. They felt that Meta was the best to start with.
Interesting.
Right. Yeah, very interesting. Ashley Zavala, thank you.